So your skill level should always be higher than it needs to be in a normal situation in case an abnormal situation occurs, which is why I decided to do the Ride Like a Pro experience. This is my experience with the Ride Like a Pro experience, and I am just a average rider. So anyway, we got the offset cone weave, and here's how you set this up, right? First 2 cones, 8 to 10 feet apart, and then you set the next set of cones 30 feet, and another set of cones 30 feet, and then so on, however much room that you have or however far you want to go. Then 24 feet, you set this cone up. It's just a temporary marker to set up there, and then you go 15 feet from there. That will give you a 15-foot offset. Then you set up the cones just like you did on the other side, another 30 feet, and so on before you get started. Actually, it'll probably be in the way, so you got to go ahead and remove that cone before you actually get started. It's very important. You need to stay in the friction zone, you need to stay on top of your bike, and you need to stay over 5 miles an hour. If you don't do all 3 of these things, you stand a good chance of dropping your bike. Well, if it's small enough and light enough, and if you are quick enough, you might be able to save it, but you shouldn't rely on being able to do that. And how to pick up a motorcycle, I'll go ahead and put a video for you. It's going to be in the description below for you, so you have that. So if you go through, let's say you go through this set of gates and you're going toward this one, you want to be looking at this cone, the far cone. You always want to be looking at the far cone. You can't just simply go this direction. If you do, you're just going to end up doing a tight turn. Your front tire gets here, you're going to want to try to get this bike to turn back this direction temporarily in order to get through this gate. Because if you don't come back this direction just a little bit, you're not going to be able to get through here. So just a quick little recap how to set this up. This cone is just temporary. Once you set everything up, go ahead and remove it. But there's the dimensions that you're going to need. Otherwise, let's go ahead and go out to the parking lot and we'll see how I do. All right, I'm going to go ahead and skip that first gate and then just go for this one. Speed again. So I'm going to look for this one. Nearly didn't get it. Whoa! Oh, I'm not going to make this one. Offset cone weave. The idea is to go between each gate. So I'm going to look for that far cone. Look for that far cone. Look for that far cone. Look for the far cone. I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. Right? Look for that far cone. S-shaped curves. Had to pick up my speed. I almost dropped my foot. I'm too slow through here. Whoa. Went too straight and was not going to make it. And I'm just going to go diagonally through here. Alright. Always want to be turning. Make sure you stay on top of the bike. Look for that next gate. Look for that next gate. Say I'm turning that way. Look for that next gate. The last exercise definitely helps in this one. So if you're not familiar with the last exercise, if you can't execute, it's just regular, not slow cone weave. No way. Yeah, it was slow. Slow cone weave was the last one that I did. Yeah, I went straight to it. I went straight to that one. I don't feel like I'm going like S-shaped enough, if that's even a word. Because I want to like kind of go away from these cones toward that parking space over here, and then sort of go this way. There I am. See how I went across that one? So yeah, I need to come back this way before I can, before I make that gate. See what I'm saying? And then I got this one here, which is fine. Alright, look for that cone. And I want to go around the first one. Oh, my foot's down. My speed is too slow. I flipped that one up completely. And here we go. I'm going to look for this and then make it through. Look for this. That's better. Oh, that was not going to make it. So I got to remember to keep my body on top of the bike. So body position. And head turn. Oh, I have to go all the way around here to make this one. Here we are. There's no way. Except, oh, I think I made it through all these gates. I don't think it was quite as smooth as it should have been, but I think I made it through all the gates. Look for that cone, and I'm going. Yeah, the idea is to never go straight. And to stay on the high side of the bike. Oh, I almost fell over. So if you want to know how to pick up a motorcycle, check out the video below that I put in the corner. So if I'm going for that gate, in order to make it through that one, I have to come back this way to get through that gate. But by the time I get through that gate, I have to come back this way to go through that gate, and so on and so on. They're set at that distance, a 15-foot offset, for that reason. I don't even know what my speed is, and I don't really care. See? It's like I can't get through that gate unless I come back this way. And then almost hit that cone. I put my foot down, and I got away with it because this is a 500. I don't believe I was going too slow or anything. I may have been going too slow. May have had the clutch in a little bit too much. But I was on top of I was leaning too much with the bike. That's what I felt like was the biggest problem I had in that particular one where I said I put my foot down. Captain Flip-Flops coming. But so as the bike leans, you want to stay on top of it. So I want to feel like I'm coming back toward my starting point to make it through here, because there's no way I'm going to get through that gate otherwise. Body position. Ooh, it automatically became stable as soon as I stood up my... I'll explain that in just a second here. It felt like it became unstable until I shifted my weight to the high side. So always make sure you shift your weight to the high side. I have some minor issues with this. You can see that, did you? And make sure your head turns. And feel like you're going back toward your original position every time you're going through, because it is going to be an S-shaped turn. And then this one I gotta go to the extreme, but I wound up making it. Alright, these cones, we'll add this one to the tally. But I'll pick up the rest of those cones, and then you can do me a favor. Please click like and subscribe. It helps me big time in the algorithm. And click the bell icon so you know when new videos drop. And go ahead and check out the video on screen. You know you want to.